Woo! Alright, you guys, so today we're going to be doing a push day at EOS, and let me tell you guys what we got for today. We're going to be benching at EOS, and I'm going to be hitting a push day there also. Yeah, so I noticed, like, I was seeing some comments about, like, oh yeah, like, you train too hard, or, you know, training to failure every day is, like, not beneficial. But the thing that's, like, always worked for me and has always, like, propelled my physique forward is not, like, the food, because I've never been really good at eating. You guys know that. Like, I'm always saying, like, oh yeah, I'm bulking, like, this, that, like, oh, I can't eat, like, all these problems. But you know, and I've never been super consistent taking my supplements or anything like that. But the one thing that has been consistent for me, and that has, like, allowed me to build my physique to, you know, a point of, like, where, you know, I was really disappointed, like, with my physique, and, you know, now I'm bringing it to a place where, you know, basically I've made a lot of progress. And the one thing that has always been consistent for me is, like, training to failure. Yeah, and, like, obviously not powerlifting movements. Like, it's not gonna be realistic to go to failure every single time on squats, like your knees, your hips, like even on deadlifts, your back's gonna get blown out. But, like, if you, on your, like, accessory movements and your bodybuilding movements, like, I will almost always go to failure on those. And, you know, if you look at it, like, okay, all laid out, you know, food, I've not been super consistent. Obviously I have my times where I'm consistent, otherwise you just simply won't grow. But, you know, that's not super consistent. The supplements aren't super consistent. You look at the one thing that is, like, helping me, like, progress and build, and it's just training as hard as I possibly can. And if you reach a point where you're like, yeah, like, I'm training plenty hard, like, all this shit, you know, and, you know, you're really not, you're probably not going to be making, you know, a ton of progress. But basically what I would like to do is eventually, you know, get my eating completely dialed in, get my supplements completely dialed in. And, you know, now I have the big three things, or honestly the big two: food and working out. And that's where you really build, like, an incredible physique and make a lot of progress. All of my favorite physiques, like, just from what I've noticed, and also, like, philosophies, are all people who train, like, exceptionally hard. Every, you know, Dorian Yates, even, like, David Laid in, like, his earliest videos, that, just, like, that amount of energy that they put into it, it's like, it just felt like it would make me so excited and happy, like, to get in the gym and do that. And, you know, me and Carlo during COVID summer, you know, in his backyard, like, we didn't have anything, like, we didn't have much equipment. All we had was a rack, which I'm super thankful for, and his parents for. But we were like, okay, we don't have all the shit, what do we do? We're just gonna train harder and harder and harder. And those workouts, you know, we didn't have any accessory machines or anything like that, but I made an incredible amount of gains, an incredible amount of progress, just simply because we were outside. And really, me and him would talk about it and hold on to the fact that it's like, we're coming in here to literally, like, be, like, a little bit fucking insane. And, you know, we'd be screaming at the top of our lungs, like, yelling at each other, you know. And, like, that, just all that energy we put into it, we got out for sure, like, a ton. It got way stronger, made so much progress, made so many gains. And, you know, that's just, for me, that's just been the key to it all. Those people who don't agree with me, that's completely fine. You know, you can use your methodology, and, you know, that will probably still work, or maybe it might still work for you. But for me, at the end of the day, like, training hard has been the only variable that has, like, made me still, like, feel like I'm always making progress, if that makes sense.
you guys. So I wanted to quickly talk about kind of how the program is going. And me and Adam kind of hit a wall with the program. So like the past week, like week and a half, I've been getting pretty snapped up. Like my hips, it's like hard to get out of bed. And I just actually recently was benching the other day and had a slight problem with my pec. It was actually, I got it checked out. Nothing's torn, nothing's like that, but something might be wrong, like with how I internally rotate, like my shoulder and stuff. I don't know, something like that. That's what Doc was saying. But yeah, pretty much this program has been really hard on our bodies. So what I've done is I've kind of taken 1 week to, I've still been going into the gym, but I have not been training at such high RPEs for the compounds, because I believe that that is what is kind of like fatiguing us and breaking us down, is because this program has its RPE set so high for compounds, which isn't very common. Um, but yeah, so I've taken a week to just like let my body kind of recover, give it a little bit of a break, and I'm basically gonna redo that week of the program. I don't just skip over that week and just move on to the next one and feel good. So then I'm actually prepared for when I'm supposed to hit my maxes and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little update on how that's going, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.